You know, it's so wild. This is when God's like hunting you down. Just the other day, I'm like, you know what? I need to put a freaking alarm on my social media. And honestly, that's probably laughable to some people because I'm probably only on it 30 minutes, 45 minutes a day. But that feels like 10 times too much for me.
Totally.
And I was like, I should put an alarm on it. But I'm like, oh, but I'm a disciplined person. I shouldn't have to have an alarm, is what I'm telling myself. And I
Yeah.
do this rationale, and then I went on with my day. And then here you are being very honest about your alarm. I'm like, yeah, that confirms it. I'm going to do it. So
Oh, so good. Brother, we all do this. We all go, but I should be further advanced in this. I should be, and it's like, hold on. Why? Who are you talking to right now? We're talking to ourselves. I don't need to pretend to be someone I'm not. If I need an alarm, I do an alarm. Really quick on alarms. This is a great way to get any new habit into your life or bad habit out of your life. Use those alarms. People always come to me, I was in the fitness space for almost 30 years. How do you remember to take your supplements? I forget to do this. How do you set alarms, especially in the beginning? An alarm goes off, take your pills. Alarm goes off, take your pills. Alarm goes off, go get your workout in. Go get your work, go do this. That's how habits are created. And after 2-3 weeks, you go, oh, I'm already here. I already took my pills. I didn't even need the alarm. And eventually, yes, you can delete the alarm. But that's the beautiful thing about these little alarms, these little tips. You put these things into your life, and all of a sudden, you've got these great habits that will equal success. You don't have to just go, I hope I'm going to be successful. Yep. I hope I remember to do the things to make me a success.
Yeah, no, it's so good. It's just like those little things each day, which isn't sexy, but really, one thing I've heard you say, I didn't write this down, but I thought it was brilliant, was that people are waiting sometimes for this perfect plan before they take action on something big, but you pride yourself in being a man of action where you're like, look, I'm in motion, I take steps. We both know we're a person of faith. Like God doesn't it's a lamp unto my feet, which is like the light is just a couple inches away from your feet. That's about as far as the word is lighting a path for you. He doesn't give you the 10 steps, he gives you the one. And would you say like there's something to that, not only just in habit change, which I don't think about habits as much, but even just in like, I want to change my marriage, I want to change my business, I want to have this big, giant outcome. We all know intuitively, but we don't tend to gravitate towards it. A giant outcome is simply a lot of little steps, and being a person that's willing to take action and pivot or adjust. What are your thoughts there for someone that's like, because I'm naturally an action taker, but then there could be seasons where I'm like, because I don't know if this makes sense for you, Marcus, where I've gotten more success, and then now I'm more afraid of taking action because I'm afraid of like, well, now people are looking or paying attention, or back when nobody knew who I was, I would just do whatever because it didn't matter. But so I can have seasons where I'm afraid to take steps of action. But talk to the person that's like, I'm just looking for the right strategy or the best mentor or the best whatever before I actually go do the thing I feel like I want to do.
Bro, first, you are on fire today. I freaking love watching it. I love listening to you. Like I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh, I'm going to go back over this and take massive notes. Love what you're doing. And by the way, you are speaking such truth. So first of all, most people aren't like you and like me, which is like, let's just take some action. So I want to really encourage people, just take action. And it doesn't matter on what it is. It doesn't have to be your business. It can absolutely be your marriage. How many people at different states, by the way, I'm going to speak for myself. I'm 20 years married. There have been many times in my marriage where I'm like, I'm not doing a great job. And you start going, okay, well, what are the big things I can do? Okay, maybe I should do a big night for her and plan this and contact these people. And you don't do anything. And it's like, what? If your marriage is a concern, do something right now, today.
So good.
Not plan, not show up with flowers. Do something you could do. It doesn't matter how small. It's the intention behind it that's going to get noticed. It's just these little things, and the little things add up to big things. So that's number one, is take action immediately. And then that second part that you said, which is so profound, we experience a little bit of success or a big amount of success, and all of a sudden we start overanalyzing. We're in the selfie generation, and I don't just mean like, oh yeah, and I do mean that, but I mean, I want to look at myself. Well, how do I feel about this? What about this? What about this? and we experience a little bit of success and we go, oh my goodness, probably everybody's watching now. My next step better be really good. And you know what? Allow me to put this in my life right now. About a year ago, I sold one of my biggest businesses. And this was my baby for almost 20 years. And of course, my brain is going, oof, my next thing better be huge and everybody's watching. And there was some paralysis by analysis because I'm analyzing each thing like, but people are watching and I don't want to. The greatest thing that happened to me to get me moving again was for me to go, Markus, remember all the failures you had along the way? How many people can name those? I can't name them. And if you are someone who's like, well, Markus, let me remind you, you failed here, 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 here. I'm like, that person's not in my life. I get it. There's haters. Guess how much time I spend thinking about them? 0. Will I be remembered for those failures? I don't remember them. No one brings them up. So start moving. Yes, I'll probably fail. That's okay because I'll learn. I don't even believe that I'll actually fail because lessons cost money. They do. Education costs money. How much did you spend on your education? Well, guess what? Me failing in this business or this business, it cost me some money. I'm okay with that because what I learned allowed me to make so much over here or mentor this person or help this person avoid it. Oh, that is huge value to me.
Dude, I love that line. Lessons cost money. What a reframe. And what a succinct reframe.